So here with number one, we could just multiply this straight through, um, which would be okay. And we would be able to simplify the fraction at the end with a problem like number one. However, with a problem like number two, simplifying at the end would be extremely difficult. And so we're going to practice right from the get go, like we did in the notes, doing the cross canceling situation. And so just because we have variables in here doesn't change anything about the process for multiplying fractions. We're still just going to multiply straight across. And things like cross canceling still work. And so we're going to look at 25y and 5y to the fifth and see if there's something that we could divide evenly out of them. And there is. We could divide out evenly a 5, which would make this a 5, make this a 1. And they both share one y. So we could divide a y out of both of them. So that would leave no y's in the 25y. And that would leave y to the fourth instead of y to the fifth. Now, with the 2a and the 4ay, we should notice that they both share a 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And they both share an a. So we can, if we divide an a out of each of them, the a's go away, and the y is still left in this numerator over here. And you'll see a lot of teachers do this. So I whacked the 5 and the 25. I whacked the 5 here and the 1 that's right there. I whacked the 4 and the 2. I whacked the a and the a. If that's something that helps you, feel free to do that. I'm going to choose not to do that because I feel like it just makes a mess of everything. And this to me helps me kind of make sure that I'm getting my work correct and able to check what I did. So now we're going to multiply the red terms that we have. So 5 times 2y is 10y. And 1 times 1 is 1. I can write the 1 or I can choose not to write the 1. And we have y to the fourth in the denominator. Now, it's interesting that we can still simplify this fraction a little bit further. And the reason is because, and I didn't look for it, there's a y right there and there's a y to the fourth right there that we could divide. But to me, that just we're trying to do too much at once, in my opinion, if we do that. And so I'm going to go ahead here at the end and say, oh, okay, I got 10y over y. They both share a y. So I'll chop the y's, which makes 10 over 1, which makes 10. Oops, and that should be, my bad, y to the fourth in the denominator, not just one y. So y to the fourth. So I chop one y here and one y here. That leaves y to the third in the denominator. Apologies for that. 10 over y to the power of 3. So that's going to be our final answer for number one.